Follow the yellow brick road, right? This is the footer for the house that we're building, and as you can see, the forms are being installed. Yesterday, if you saw that video, you saw what we have to do here. I probably had to get some more forms. Okay, but I don't like to overbuy, even though I'm gonna use them from other jobs. But this is where we are. Okay, this is where we are. And what the guy is doing now, he's compacting the footer here. Got some of these stump trees. I gotta cut those off because you can tell there was trees here, branches out. We're gonna get that out of here. And we over here, back around. There's a big space here. You're gonna have all kinds of design wood, but it's gonna be the foundation. This is what your house is sitting on. This is hay. When they say you got to have a solid foundation, this is what they're talking about. They're talking about having a solid foundation here. And we're just laying everything out. Of course, it's not straight. I get it, because we're not there yet. But we're just putting the wood in. We're gonna be running a string line on here, get our measurements. This is gonna be 24 inches wide here. This is gonna be all filled with concrete and rebar. We got it. Coming around. All this dirt is gonna be taken somewhere or used. I don't know, probably part of the slab. Coming around here. Coming back around. It's like a maze, man. Guys got the laser here. Helps a little bit because it helps with the compaction. So Mother Nature said, I'm gonna give you a little sprinkle tinkle, but it's not overly, overly saturated. And if it's real dry, and we're going to call for densities here, and then once this passes, it's got to reach a certain kind of pounds per square foot or inch, I'm sorry, and once it passes, then that's when we'll start putting like rebar in and all that good stuff. All right, just so you guys will know. As you can see, the pool was already done. But this is what we're forming the foundation. This is stem wall, footer. It's gonna have rebar, and then once we pour this footer, then we're gonna have masonry block come right up. That's gonna be like your perimeter walls, and your where the block goes up to the elevation of the house. I think it's like 10 feet or more. So we don't need, like, when you do something like this, you don't need a huge crew, because really you're digging and the machine is doing most of the digging. And you just need guys with a laser. And the laser is telling us where the bottom of the footer is, so you guys will know. It tells me where the bottom, we identified the bottom of the footer. We have right there, that's what my benchmark is. It tells me that the elevation for the finished floor is 7.4. Probably can't see that right there, but 7.4, and then that's the top of my slab that we walk on inside the house, and then our footer, which is below that, let's say it's 3 feet. Okay, just say that means that the top of my footer, which I'm standing on, is going to be at 4.4, and then maybe let's say I go down another 12 inches. That means that what I'm standing on now is, let's say that, yeah, 3.4. So this dirt here is probably at elevation 3.4, then I'm coming up 12 inches, and that's going to bring me at 4.4, and then I come up with my block that I got to come up to my finished floor. You'll see it all. It may not make sense, but it does for me. Now, you see that hammer right there? This is what's going to happen. You see that hammer? There's a lot of hammers in construction that's gotten buried. That's a $30 or $40 hammer. I'm not moving it. Because what happens is all I need is this dirt to fall like on this hammer, and nobody's going to know where it is. They're going to be like, who got my hammer? God. And you're going to have to go buy another one. So let me walk around here for a little bit. So can't really touch that because that's the laser there. Getting the dirt out. That's why that's up there. Nobody should be bumping that at all. Don't even get close to it. Don't talk to it. Don't even look at it. Okay? You see these old pipes, this old house, you know. This here is like old cable. It's no good at all. We don't have no use for it. You know, that's no good there. But here's the thing about it. When you're doing digging like I'm digging, you always call for locations underground. Because even though you're on a site, you don't want any underground FP&L, which is our electric here, cable, gas, or anything like that. So once I call that in, and let's say, and when this was all grass, those particular companies will come out and spray it. And they'll spray it red. If it's electrical, that means that don't dig here. You got to get it removed. Or if it's blue on the site, don't dig there, that's water. Green, that's sewer. But usually on a site like this, you don't have that. You just have it maybe on the outskirts that you got to watch out for. Let me get up here. Just getting that out the way, because I think we got to dig some more over here and dig where that orange line right there is. So, hey, I appreciate you guys. Keep watching this Tarmac Builds. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share the video. I'm gonna keep giving it to you guys. I'm gonna keep giving it to you all the time. The guys out here doing a great job, and it's about to rain, so which is good. All right, to the end, peace.